everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Oure, or however you pronounce this. What is Oure, you ask? I like to call it a casual, relaxing, atmospheric, cloudy dragon flying game. It released last year in November, and this is what it looks like. So you play as a Chinese dragon who flies through clouds, and you collect things like this blue bubble there. So let's collect that. There we go. Ping! Got it. Cool. Awesome. So the controls are pretty straightforward. Well, not super straightforward, but fairly simple. So you can control the dragon with WASD a little bit, and then you can descend with left click and ascend with right click, and then you have a charge button or boost button with a shift, and boosting and climbing or ascending will consume stamina, and the stamina is represented very nicely by the tattoo on the back of the dragon. So if I hold shift for a while and climb a little bit into the clouds, then you can see the stamina going down, and now I'm out of stamina and I have to refill. I can either wait or I can dive into a cloud, and that will actually refill my stamina very quickly. I don't get this cloud because I don't have stamina to actually reach it. There we go. Now I have a little bit. That should be enough to get in that cloud. No, maybe not. Okay, let's go down there, I guess. So if you touch the cloud, then your stamina refills very quickly, which is nice. And it's just a very atmospheric, funny game, or a cute game, I should say, where you play as this dragon, collecting things. So that's pretty good. The dragon can do multiple things, like doing this spin, which I don't think serves any purpose, but it's cute. Then he can make noises. I think that doesn't serve any purpose either. And then the thing that actually serves a purpose, you can press and hold space to form a circle, which will do like an echolode thing and highlight thingies. So let's actually let's get down there and collect some blue orbs, shall we? Because that's the main meat of the game. Let's collect the orb. There we go. Shoop, shoop, shoop. So I have 188 orbs, as you can see, 189 that is. And I collected 259 out of 750 total, because you can spend them. And I'm going to show you on what in a moment. But for the most part, you just collect them. You can also collect other things, like you can fly through those fish, which doesn't actually do anything, but there are other things you can activate by flying nearby, and that will trigger like other colored bubbles, which will either give you more stamina or increase the range in which you attract the blue bubbles and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. The music stopped for some reason. It just decided to not play anymore. I guess it will come back at some point. The music is actually fairly good in the game. It fits very well the theme. By the way, this is not the only part of the game. We're gonna go hunt some titans later. I'm gonna show you that. But for now, this is the overworld, the cloudy overworld, where, well, everything is clouds, obviously, and you just fly around. And this is the relaxing, chilling part of the game. Actually, this is the part I enjoy the most, to be honest. But the other part is kind of fun as well. But yeah, this is just flying around, collecting things. There's not much more to say about it. There are caves to explore, and there are like clouds in the sky where you kind of try to get up there and then fly from cloud to cloud and stuff like that. You cannot go through clouds, which is a little weird. You can dive into them, but you will be repelled out of them immediately. So you can dive into them a little bit, but you can't. They still function as walls. And you can see there are some structures around, like that one. So if we go up there, then we can see we can actually first collect this bubble. I'm not sure what this one will do. Let's see. We can land here, and plot twist, we're not actually a dragon, we're a little girl. There we go. And the girl can transform into a dragon. She can also make noises, and that actually is kind of functional for the story anyway. I think this is kind of one of those parts where you can collect something. Yeah, I guess I get a part of the story here. The story is very cloudy. There are a lot of collectibles. 1 of 8 found. That's a new one. Never got that one before, apparently. Will it give me some part of the story? Okay, let's try to do that again. To do the terrible pun again and talk about the story. So the story is very cloudy. It starts, well, the backstory is kind of, there were titans long time ago. Titans are those big things you can see back there flying there. That's one of the titans. And then they disappeared, and then this girl dreams of the titans and of this cloudy world, and their parents realize what she's dreaming about, and then they well, put her through a door, or make her go through a door, and all of a sudden she ends up here and can transform into a dragon. And the titans somehow react to her voice, and I don't know why, but that's how the story goes. And Yeah, those are okay. I highlighted those things already. As you can see, they're glowing, but I highlighted them and that gave me a power up. So that's the thing you want to do in this game as well. Let's go to a Titan. I want to say go hunt a Titan, but that's not actually correct. But well, I don't know if it's correct because I don't actually know what I'm doing with those Titans. I think I'm freeing them or healing them, but I'm not 100% sure. You will see in a moment. So this tower is already activated. You can see this power line over there, which is glowing. I activated that already. You do so by spending these blue bubbles. So you land on the platform, you press a button, and you spend 10 blue bubbles to activate the power line, which will activate the tower. And now we can land up here and transform back into girly mode and climb the tower. And now a Titan will appear, another one, and we will follow him and try to solve his riddle. Well, I say riddle because I tried to beat this Titan before, so I know what's coming up. This is the second time trying to record this video. The first one was terrible because the Titan completely threw me off. So far, this is the fourth Titan. The first 3 Titans were pretty straightforward. Just dexterity games, basically. So you have to, what you have to do is you have to, they have crystals in them and you have to rip off those crystals. And for the first Titan, that was really easy. For the second Titan, it was a little bit harder because you actually had to, like, he was flying really fast and he was dashing from time to time and you had to hold on to him to not get left behind. So you had to basically fly from thing to thing to hold on to the Titan and then get without getting blown off, basically. And that was kind of fun. And the third one was pretty tricky, actually, because you had to trigger certain things which made the Titan like turn over, and then you had a limited time to rip off the crystals and stuff like that. So that was a little tricky. And then I tried to record this video half an hour ago, and just went into this Titan blindly, and that turned out to be a mistake. Because this Titan is a puzzle Titan, and I didn't realize what I had to do for like 20 minutes or something. And now we're here again. So now I know what to do. You can see there's like this thingy on the ground, which tells you what to do. Basically, let's go in the middle first. So basically, there are those black spots on this Titan, which will raise those thingies, I don't know what to call them, when you get close by. They only will be raised for a limited amount of time though. And basically you have to raise the right ones together to activate one of the crystals so you can rip it out. So this one is, I think, pretty tricky. Can I do that? Maybe I can do this. Actually no, this should be fairly straightforward. So we start... This is one of the harder ones, I think. What's the best way to approach this? Start at this. No, we start at this one. I think that makes the most sense. Well, actually, you probably can go the other way around as well. No, because we have to. Yeah, it makes sense to start at this point. So we go opposed as the other. Like there's this arrow, and you have to go on the other side, the opposite side of the arrow, to the left, and then go straight line, circle around this one, go in the middle and up there, or up there and in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's try that. I think I'd picked one of the harder ones, but whatever. Should still be possible. So we start at this one, and we run down there, and then this one and this one, I think. So okay. So we start here, go over here, there, and that one, and that one. There we go. Got it first try. Nice. If you know what to do, it's not that hard, actually, apparently. So now he exposes one of those crystals, and now we have to rip those off. And that's a little mini game. You have this on all the Titans. It's pretty straightforward, but it's a little weird to figure out what we actually have to do. So you see the big square, and you see the empty square down there, and you have to get the. Basically, you can move this like that, and that will. And you have to get it to the square down there. However, as you can see, there are dots above the thing, and every move will consume one of the dots, and you have to consume all of them before you stop. So if I go here, I cannot just leave, so I have to continue doing this, and now I can, well, I'll go there or here, or it doesn't matter. That's not the right thing to do, basically. So what you have to do is to have to spend all the dots and then end up in the square, and then the dragon will rip off the crystal, and you can do the next one. Awesome. So okay, let's get over there. Which one is this? So you start at the arrow, go straight above over it, and then let's transform back to the girl. That makes it a little easier. So we start at the arrow, fly straight through the middle, get up one, then we go to the right and do a swoop down here. I think I can do that. So where's the arrow? There, okay. So we start at the arrow over here and straight through the middle. No, didn't got it. God damn it. Okay, not sure if that is fast enough now. Might become a problem. Yeah, that wasn't fast enough. Okay, let's try that again. That's pretty straightforward. And then I will, I think, abandon the Titan and go back to the cloudy overworld, because this will nonetheless take a few minutes to complete. There we go. And it's not really valuable to show you the whole Titan fight, quote unquote, level. I don't know what to call this. It's not a, it's sort of a boss fight. So these are really easy usually. Like there's, well, not usually, all of them are really easy. So there's nothing to worry about when ripping them off. So yeah, that's how this Titan works. As I said, the other ones were more straightforward. A little bit more about dexterity than about like remembering things and figuring things out like this one. So let's actually abandon this Titan and fly a little more through the overworld. It's just a very relaxing game, I have to say. It's very chilled out. The music is very atmospheric. The clouds are just really relaxing and chilling. The terrain is cute. It's fun to control. Did I show you the caves? No, I didn't show you the caves, right? There are caves. I mentioned that there are caves, I think, but I didn't actually fly into one. I think there's one over here, but I think it's empty already. Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to show you anyway. So I was in this cave already. I collected all the blue pearls, so the cave will look a little empty if I manage to get in there. That's the only issue I have with the controls, actually. Getting into those tight spots is sometimes a little weird, because the dragon will bump out of the clouds, and that makes it sometimes a little hard to control. But if you go in there in the right angle, it works. But yeah, if you don't, it's a little strange. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, it's an empty cave because I collected everything that is in here already. But it's a cave, and there are multiple of those, and they're kind of fun to explore and to find. And just exploring the overworld is really relaxing and kind of fun to me. It's cute. I don't know. Not much more to say about it. Well, there's one more thing to say about it. This game has a fantastic, and I mean fantastic, options menu. It has two separate sound sliders for sound and music, so that's good. We have different language options with English, Francais, Italiano, Deutsch, Espanol, and I guess Mandarin. And okay, and that's your OS, so he can detect from what your OS are using the language. Then you have this option, which is on default on when low, and I really recommend turning this off. I'm going to show you what this is. Basically, if you have this on, then it shows this green circle, which represents your stamina, which is really unnecessary because you have this big tattoo on your back, which also represents the stamina. So I recommend turning this off. I guess it's for people who don't give much about immersion and want to just have to see it straight in their face, but I recommend turning it off. Subtitles, very good. Then you can activate high contrast mode if you want to. Not really necessary, I think. Then controllers options, oh my, so many. So you have a bunch of options for the camera, sensitivity and stuff like that, and for the mouse and everything, and your gamepad. Then you have rebindable keys with multiple bindings per button, or per control, I should say. So multiple buttons per control. This is excessive. For a game like this is excessive. Like you can bind 4 different buttons to skip cutscene. Like, this is amazing. This is an amazing options menu. I wish every game had this. The video options menu is pretty good as well. So you have resolution options, you have borderless window and full screen option. You can what's the name for it? Super sample, I think. So you can increase the render solution or decrease it to higher or lower than normal. So I increase it to 125% because my PC can handle that. You can go up to, I think, 150 or 200 even. Yeah, you can crank this up to whatever you want, or you can go down and reduce the actual the actual rendering resolution. If your PC is a little older or something. You can change your field of view slider, you have vertical sync options, you have frame limit options, and there's no unlimited option, but it goes up to 120, which is a little unfortunate. I think people with 144 Hz monitors will complain about that. And then you have different anti-aliasing thingies, which is good, and they're ordered. I like that because like it's cool to see what it actually is for people who know what the different mechanics or the different techniques actually do. But for people who are not so well informed about that stuff, it's good to order them so they can just select, give me the highest one if they want to. You can turn off motion blur if you want to, shadow quality, stuff like that. So this option menu is just fantastic. I love it. It's great. It's fucking good. Like there's the only thing I would maybe add on top of that, which is a really minor option, but it's nice if games included, is a button to mute sound, or like where you can choose if the game mutes when it goes into the background. That's really, most people don't need that feature, but for some people it's useful to have, because some games do mute automatically when you put them in the background, so you select a different window in your windows, and some games continue playing their sounds, and it's just nice to change that, but it's a very, very minor option. And besides that, the options menu is, well, fantastic. What should I say? Overall, the game is pretty fun, as I said. I quite enjoy it. It's called Oure or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. I have no idea. O-U-R-E. Well, I guess you can read that in the title anyway. I don't have to spell it for you. I'm gonna put a link in the description, so you can check it out yourself. It's, yeah, I recommend it if you're into these kind of chill out games. I really enjoyed this playing while, I don't know, talking to friends and stuff like that, or just like if I have to calm down and things like that. That's just cool for those occasions. And yeah, link is in the description below. I'm TH Pine. Thanks for watching. Have fun and see you next time.